I'm curious, Graham, where do you see something like El Salvador going?
I see El Salvador opening the floodgates to governments around the world adopting this. And so it's really, really hard to be the pioneer. There's that saying, pioneers get slaughtered, settlers settle, or settlers prosper. And I think that happens a lot throughout history. And so you can even see that in the Bitcoin world. Mount Gox, first huge Bitcoin exchange, got destroyed, dead, obliterated, all gone. A lot of the first people who built the internet never ended up making any money because their ideas were too early. So they got destroyed, and then people just built their ideas 10 years later once there was adoption, and then they end up reaping the benefits of that. And so no country, no government wants to do something that's bad for its citizens, because then they don't get reelected. And so there's an interesting thing I think you're talking about. You're talking about governments and how they're doing what's best, and but they're all kind of bureaucrats sitting somewhere else making all these decisions. I saw a good tweet recently. It was something to the effect of, when you understand that politics is just tribal warfare and people trying to be reelected, everything kind of makes more sense. And so if you say, hey, Bitcoin is great, I love Bitcoin, and then there's a fatal bug in the Bitcoin code that no one saw coming, even though that's very unlikely to happen, you will not win re-election, like almost certainly. And so people need the comfort of seeing someone else doing something, it's succeeding, so that they can take their own steps towards doing that. And so if El Salvador is, quote, successful, where some meaningful population percentage adopts Bitcoin, they start using it, they transact with it, they are happy, and then the government gets reelected, I think that's when the floodgates open. That's when, we're already kind of seeing it in Panama, Uruguay. They're rumbling about doing something very similar, but I think the majority of countries around the world are waiting to see what happens with that. And so if that goes well, then I think that's when the floodgates open, because people see, oh, this was successful, now I'm allowed to try it as well. And if it doesn't work, well, I can still say, the logic was there that it was successful somewhere else. So that is why I was able to undertake that decision. And maybe a government could still be reelected even if Bitcoin doesn't get adopted in the same way.